So this call was pertaining to the homie name, right? So out here in California, in Los Angeles, I don't know if any other states do it like this, that gang bang or the house gangs have disrespectful names that's, aimed at the ops and things like that. So in LA, a lot of gangs, they either have a disrespectful name aimed at the ops, all these, crazy names, y'all know them. I ain't got to repeat them. So when you go to jail, right, it's all fine and dandy to be on the streets and have a disrespectful name, as long as you amongst the homies, you in the hood and stuff like that. You might run into occasionally somebody at the mall, a swap meet, a food place or something. If it go up, it go up. But however, when you in that jail space and you got a disrespectful name, a lot comes with that. A lot of smoke. You will inherit a lot of smoke, and you have to inhale that smoke. You have to inhale all that smoke.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Trap at ANT Trap News Network. Back in the same, like hood, cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. So good news you can use. Get out, you ain't finna get right college. Big dog, tap in with the tap in. Make sure I fact tap in with that tap in. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that good. Subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use. Now you ain't finna get right college. Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that good notification bell for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. I get knowledge though. You not finna get in nobody's college though. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the good. Subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We finna jump into this content, man. Young and Jefe on the politics of the A-Tray gangsters and the neighborhood Crips. It seems like we finna see exactly what's going on. Let's get into it. Let's go.
And hopefully you can blow that smoke out and not choke. And a lot of people do choke. So some people have been put in predicaments where they have to change their name. And, some people have kept their name the same. Or, people have found an alternate name to call that person. Now, I've seen 3 cases of this. The first case I've seen was, I had a homie from A-Tray, right? That name was OKSA. He a Mexican. When he went to that county, he was having problems. Like as far as like squabbles and stuff like that. When he went to the feds, same thing. When he came in that kitchen, the first person that banged on him was somebody from 60s. And when he said what his name was, dude from 60s got right off. They squabbled up in the kitchen.
Yeah, it seemed like that would be an immediate problem for sure.
From there, it was a big meeting on the yard. It was a few gangsters on the yard. It was more neighborhoods. But they had a Crip meeting, being that it was Crip time. It wasn't really divided up like that. It don't be divided in the feds, For the most part, people are riding up under that C banner. So they had a meeting that his name should be changed because it's disrespectful, Not just to the neighborhoods. You had Harlem's up that was up there, that was O's as well, and stuff like that was putting their input in and stuff like that. So the homie had an option to either be like, hey, look, no, my name is what it was, and continue the squabbling, or, you can settle with the AKA, just for the jest of the yard, because at this point,
you can go with your name or you can go with your AKA. It's up to you, big dog.
Point, although you got people gonna have different opinions, it's gonna see it different. This is a point where you have to humble yourself, and not let pride take over, If there is an alternate that you can be called, But if there's not, then you just have to stand on business, and it's going to be what it's going to be when you take on this type of responsibility and take on these names. So I guess they had a meeting. I wasn't there when this happened, but I had ended up coming to this yard about 8 to 9 months after this had happened. And when I got to the yard, they was calling the homie, what was they calling, bro? They was calling him Essay. They was calling him Essay. And, the homie, when I had seen that, because, I had called him the old blank, And, people was calling him Essay, Essay. And hey, my boy Essay, ooh, Essay, and stuff like that. So, when I asked the homie, like, what's up? The homie had explained to me the situation, you feel me? And he was like, I wasn't afraid to stand on business. You know, my name is what my name is, and I got other AKAs that I'm under, and I could have came up here under them AKAs, but I didn't. But, you know what I'm saying, just so it didn't break up the Crip card and furthermore create confusion, you know, I allowed the homies to call me Essay. I'm like, you know, it made sense, whatever the case may be. You know, at one point in time, I might not have understood it, but at this time, I was of age, you know what I'm saying, to reconcile and understanding logic. The second time I've heard about the situation was with another guy whose name was Lil OK, that was from A-Tray Hoover.
So when you have those names, people are going to want to challenge you on your names because they're being disrespectful, because all these names are, you know, just 100% going more and more disrespectful, more and more disrespectful, more and more disrespectful. The whole point of these conversations is to disrespect the person as much as you can, to keep them in a situation, in a space where they're met with uncomfort or animosity. And if that's what you're trying to do and that's what you're trying to get to people, then they're going to for sure want to challenge you on it.
Also went to the feds, and it was a thing behind his name. You know what I'm saying? You had neighborhoods that wasn't feeling that, to where he had to have an AKA as well, you know, and he chose Trey Prince. Third time I seen this situation, we had a homie on the yard. That name was PK. And the Bloods wasn't feeling it. Not all the Bloods, but there was a percentage and fraction of the Bloods who wasn't feeling him being called PK out in the open. He took a few squabbles or whatever the case may be, and, you know, he went on about his name being PK, you feel me? They also had some Bloods up there who had CKs in front of their name, right? But out of respect, I think their homies was already telling them, like, hey, look, that's going to create problems or they ain't going to fly. So, you know, they had one homie named CK something, and they were just calling him Killer. Lo and behold, overall, y'all get what I'm speaking on about this name thing. I get a call from NBA. This is the same guy that was with Loose Cannon, that was in MDC, you know what I'm saying, that Loose Cannon was on the floor with, that Loose Cannon had put on the phone, or Academic. Get a call, see the federal number pop up. I answer the phone. Say the call is coming from FCI Phoenix. I answer the call. It's NBA 3. I'm like, what up? He like, what's up, bro? He like, hey, you know, I want to ask you a question. You know what I'm saying? Being that you already been to the feds. I'm like, what's the deal? So he like, I've been getting into it with the neighborhoods on the yard. You know, I caught like 2.
You know, yeah, because the name is disrespectful. So I can imagine that the neighborhoods aren't too thrilled with the name.
Fades or whatever, and I'm going to catch some more fades with whoever else tripping. So I'm like, well, what's the deal? What's going on? So he was like, you know, they tripping about my name. I'm like, what you mean they tripping about your name? He like, you know, I just got up here to the yard. When I got to the yard, you know, dudes asked me my name. I'm telling dudes my name NBA. So I guess that got around to the yards. Some neighborhoods pushed up on me when I was at laundry and asked me what's my name. I told them my name was NBA. They got at me and was like, hey, that's a no-go. That ain't gonna fly. That's gonna create a problem. We just gonna call you Ant. So he was like, man, I told him like, nah, my name NBA. My name NBA 3. That's my name. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, what? So he like, I told y'all that's what it is. Whatever it's gonna be, that's what it's gonna be. So from there, they spin off, holler at the other neighborhoods, they politic. It comes to the kitchen, it get brought up by another guy that I've been locked up in the feds before with, named Outcast from 46 neighborhood. Somebody like, hey, wasn't it agreement with old boy that we was gonna call him Ant? You know what I'm saying? So they like, yeah. So NBA 3 speak up like, what, bro? Wasn't no agreement. Who y'all had an agreement with? Y'all
That nigga say who y'all had an agreement with, because it wasn't me.
Had an agreement amongst yourself? Y'all never had an agreement with me. I never had that conversation with y'all. My name NBA 3. We never had an agreement that y'all was gonna call me no Ant. Where was I at for this meeting or this agreement? So Outcast from 46 told him, well, okay, well, if you're gonna go by NBA, then you already know what comes, that you're gonna have fades. So NBA 3 like, for sure, we gonna do it up. That's what we gonna do. So Outcast, after that fact, doing a child movement back to the units, he pulled down on NBA 3, pulled him to the side like, hey man, you know, I know your big homie, your older homie, young Ant. Why? You know, I mess with him. I've been in the fairs with him, down. Been on them yards with him, know how he move, bro. Like, tap in with bro and let him know I'm up here, you feel me? And I'm pretty sure that he'll furthermore, you know, confirm or give you, you know what I'm saying, some better insight on what we trying to tell you. You know, we ain't trying to force nothing upon you. So
it seems like it was more of a diplomatic conversation more than anything, and then it seems like it's just being taken bad. But, you know, it seems like it was definitely room for conversation and understanding.
I get the call from the homie, so that's what he explained to me. All this I explained to you as far as the outcast situation, the laundry situation, and the neighborhoods pushing up on him, and the agreement about his name being Ant. In the beginning, I just explained other situations that I have encountered or have heard about while in the feds. So NBA 3's on the phone. He's telling me that he already has squabbled 2 or 3 people behind this neighborhood, behind this NBA name, and he like, bro, I'm rocking out. What you think though? What should I do? So I had to take him to school if I was teaching correct. So with this NBA name, a lot of people get this confused, right? And I hate to be the one that had to speak on this because I'm not an NBA, and the NBAs can speak on this. You got the NBAs. You got 3 of them. You got NBA 1, you got NBA 2, you got NBA 3. And this is what I'm explaining to NBA 3. It's 3 of y'all. I said NBA 1 is newborn Ant. He's really Ant 6. But, you know, he did his own little thing, you know what I'm saying? Had his own little wave popping, you know what I'm saying, with the NBA 1. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm number 1. I'm NBA 1. He started the little NBA thing. You know, he was hooping, playing basketball and stuff at the time as well. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was a sport he was into coming up. You know what I'm saying? So he had the NBA wave cracking off. My baby brother, which is NBA 2, which was originally newborn Ant number 2, he was the one that actually, and I can coin phrase, is probably the first person in LA that threw the NB on his name in a disrespectful term of disrespecting the neighborhoods. At a young age, I don't know what was in his menacing mind and what made him come up with this, but when that term, app bashing, was going around, he threw that on his name. When he went to jail, he was telling his people his name was neighborhood bashing Ant. And that's where that had came from. So when NBA 3 got put on, he got put on this NBA 3, newborn Ant number 3. But when NBA 1 and NBA 3 fall in jails and they get pushed up on by neighborhoods and neighborhoods question them about their name, they never set the record straight and explain it, saying, oh, no, you know, I'm newborn 1, I'm really newborn, and, you know, NBA 2 is this and that. They don't explain. If you ask them, is that what it stands for, and is that their name, they gonna tell you yeah, because they don't feel the need to explain or to put it on NBA 2. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, I can see how this is going to be a whole bunch of flu-flammery and skullduggery and larceny because it invites problems, but it's created to invite problems.
So they're going to tell you, man, we all are one. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, or 3, we all the same thing. It is what it is. So I'm explaining this to NBA 3. I'm like, look, you already caught phase, bro. Ain't no pride need to get in the way. It ain't like they giving you a whole name change. Your name is Ant. Now, you're not an ant because you have young ant, tiny ant, baby ant, little ant, big ant. It's a lot of ants. And you don't want to get mixed up amongst the pile of ants. You want to stand out amongst the ants. So you are NBA 3. So I'm like, if I was you, being that you caught them fades, I would respectfully go to them dudes and let them know, like, hey, look, bro, my name is newborn Ant, bro. 3, number 3. And that's what it stand for. But if y'all ask if it stand for the other thing, I'm not ducking no rank. I'm going to say yeah, because that is my number 2 name. But, you know, whatever comes with he's inheriting, we all inheriting. So that's just how that go. But I am newborn Ant 3. You know what I'm saying? NBA 3, that's what it stands for. And that is my name. So I don't feel the need to allow y'all just to call me Ant. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel the need because this is my name. If you can explain that and let them know that your NB is not really disrespectful, then, you know what I'm saying, you'll go about, you know what I'm saying, maybe they'll feel better about calling you NBA 3, you know what I'm saying, versus calling you Ant. So, you know, that was just some
Yeah, a little communication goes a long way for sure.
instrumental game, you know how to game them, but I was like, at the end of the day, you are you. I don't know what you standing on or what you own. At the end of the day, you're going to have to make your own decisions. But from what I'm understanding, like number 2 is the one that coined phrase that name. You know what I'm saying? And all the other ones just inherit the smoke that comes along with it. Like, man, look, I'm not about to explain that to you. I had you telling your homie, oh, man, well, he said this. So, yeah, it just is what it is. But, you know, just like, you know, on some cripping and just so you don't mess up the yard or the dynamics what's going on, you know, hey, look, bro, my name Newborn Ant 3, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You feel me? Because, like I told him, you're not about to go for nobody. I know I'm not. You're not about to go for nobody named TK or...
Niggas ain't going for whatever disrespecting, blah, blah, blah. So I can see how it's going to go on all ends. But, again, these are just more and more issues that gangbangers put themselves in by gangbanging because it's an unnecessary problem for sure.
Ramp something this in front of their name and you know that it stands for your hood and people around the yard calling him that, you not going to feel good about that. You feel me? Like, I've had a situation like that before with other dudes who had named TK and it had nothing to do with A-Trey, but they beef with other Trey hoods. But it's just like, it's going to be a situation where we like, man, we got to call you Killer, like, because it don't even sound right calling you Trey K. So, you know, I just had to explain that to him. But I was like, at the end of the day, you know, you got to man up. And whatever you feel that you need to do, if you feel you got some type of point to prove or you trying to prove, that's on you. But, you know what I'm saying, don't mess it up on some BS that you really didn't create. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go to these yards, you know what I'm saying, you gonna mess these yards up, you know what I'm saying, creating, you know what I'm saying, a fiasco amongst the homies and having to have homies choose up and all that type of stuff. So, you know, that was just some game I gave, bro. He was like, man, good looking, you know what I'm saying, and whatever.
No, and that's real on young Ant's behalf. Like, it ain't no point in causing unnecessary flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny if you ain't got to.
And, you know, we hung that phone call up, so that's just something, you know, I wanted to share with y'all because them is political matters and aspects that be going on in jail with these dudes that be having these crazy names. Dudes that have these crazy names out here on the street, not thinking about going to jail and then going to jail with these names, man, and thinking it's gonna stand, man. And like, people don't be with that and people don't be wanting to go for that. So with that being said, I'm gonna conclude that there. It's your boy Young Ant Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like.
All right, man, we up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Waiting Streets free. We go.
Sexy bands on my name. How many shots to the center of a freak, nigga? 3 in his ass, lick his stomach, smell his pink, nigga. They throwing shots, time to see if them pussy niggas can take it. The nigga whack is a snitch and the jolly niggas are rapists. See, Lush was on to something, tried to act like it was nothing. Said you ain't know that freaky ass taker you was frontin'. Munchie ain't fucking with you and Spider-Loc ain't gon' save you. If you want it, you gon' take it. Stop the freaky ass behaviors. Let's get straight to the point, see, we ain't gotta wait for later. Nigga with your last name kidnapped that girl before he raped her. Said the moms of gang members don't deserve no piece of prayers. When General butt naked, the kid Tesher is your savior. You ain't gotta stall me out, cause I ain't asking for no favors. Get it cracking right now, we ain't gotta wait for later. Walked into your own building, heard my voice and then you ducked away. Was humble like a bitch, cause you a hoe, stay in your fucking place. That nigga whack and slut and pathetic, Flacco's a fucking lame. Whack ain't come outside because he hiding from his fucking gang. Talking like you tough when niggas spitting in your fucking face. T-Row didn't quit, we wouldn't even know your fucking name. Whack in front of Adam, but Adam is how he do you. See, Flacco lied on me and then Whack told me to sue you. Treated Whack like a bitch, you should've seen it, it was beautiful. Now every single week that nigga jolly on my pupil. Is it Fred or is it Frederick? Is it Dave or is it David? All thighs on me. Flock of belly, now you famous. Type of creep nigga is you. How are you and Dave related? Nigga, no means no. You should've told him not to take it. I'm really in the field, you niggas stuck inside the matrix. From BET to the Knicks, down in Compton where your face is. That nigga real jolly got some freaky ass cases. Tryna fake fight Lush cause Adam wanted you to face. You wanna be like academics, making videos like point and shoot. You and Dave the same ass lane. We know the fucking truth. Brick ain't can't say this shit is a play, cause he don't fuck with you. He not gonna get involved when them real shooters come for you. If you grew up in the land, them thirsties, they would've humbled you. Grew up with them lions, I promise they would've hunted you. I get disrespectful, the next time I'ma punish you. You dirty fat bitch, I swear to God, I see the bum in you. Niggas say they shooters till it's time to bring them guns out. Loose can't read and Whack lost his wife to Clubhouse. Treat Whack like a bitch, mark him out before he snitch again. Block him when I see you, I'ma show you the type of bitch you is. Niggas say they see me, they pullin' blick out. I promise that this Glock can make you sit down. Drum with a cooler, one for you, one for your brother. Wrap the string around the mop, sound like your dumb ass when you stutter. Swear to God, nigga.
Yeah, bro, no, listen, bro, I just said, wait. Hear me out though, right? Wait, pause, wait, bro, wait. Again, wait though. Just right though, right? Wait though, right? I do want to